Hey there, people. Today, I would like to talk about and recommend a standout indie game called Cultic. If you are a fan of old-school first-person shooters, gritty horror vibes, or the recent wave of so-called boomer shooters, this is a game you will definitely want on your radar. Cultic is a horror-flavored boomer shooter developed by Jasozz Games and published by 3D Realms. It is a single-player first-person shooter that takes heavy inspiration from classic 1990s shooters, while still managing to feel fresh and modern. The full game includes Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, which together form a complete campaign. There is no multiplayer here, no live service systems, just a focused, handcrafted single-player experience that knows exactly what it wants to be. And what it wants to be is dark, violent, atmospheric, and incredibly satisfying to play. Cultic is very clearly inspired by classic shooters like Blood, and that influence is worn proudly on its sleeve. You will immediately notice the fast movement, the strong focus on exploration and secret hunting, and that old-school style of combat, where positioning and awareness matter just as much as raw aim. That said, Cultic is not just copying the past. It modernizes the formula with smoother controls, better feedback, and more interactive environments. Movement feels responsive and fluid, and combat encounters are designed to keep you constantly moving rather than hiding behind cover. This is a game that rewards aggression, but only if you play smart. Visually, Cultic fully embraces a retro aesthetic. The art style intentionally mimics the low-resolution, dithered visuals of early three-dimensional shooters. Everything looks grainy, dark, and grimy, as if you are playing through a cursed PC game from the late 1990s. Now, this visual style can be divisive. Some players absolutely love how oppressive and atmospheric it feels. Others may find it visually harsh or monotonous during longer play sessions. But whether you love it or not, one thing is clear. This style perfectly fits the game's tone. Cultic is meant to feel unsettling, dirty, and hostile, and the visuals sell that idea extremely well. The sound design deserves special mention. The music and sound effects are widely praised, and for good reason. Gunshots sound loud and punchy. Enemy noises are creepy and unsettling, and the ambient audio does an excellent job of building tension. The soundtrack knows when to stay subtle and when to ramp things up. It reinforces the horror action vibe without ever becoming distracting. It is the kind of audio design that quietly elevates the entire experience. Combat is where Cultic truly shines. Weapons feel weighty, responsive, and extremely satisfying to use. Every gun has a strong sense of impact, and landing a clean headshot feels brutal in the best possible way. You are not just spraying bullets. You are carefully picking your shots, especially when resources are limited. There is a solid variety of firearms, and each one feels distinct. This keeps combat fresh throughout the campaign, and encourages you to adapt depending on the situation. Enemy encounters are intense, often forcing you to think quickly, reposition, and make every bullet count. The level design in Cultic is dense and semi-nonlinear. This is a huge plus if you enjoy exploration. Levels are packed with secrets, hidden paths, and optional areas that reward players who take the time to look around. Finding extra ammo, upgrades, or shortcuts feels genuinely rewarding. The game rarely holds your hand. You are expected to pay attention, learn the layout, and explore at your own pace. This approach makes the world feel more real and more dangerous. Cultic does not mess around when it comes to difficulty. Combat can be challenging, especially on higher difficulty settings. Enemies hit hard, ammo can be scarce, and mistakes are punished quickly. This encourages a more tactical approach. You will need to memorize enemy placements, master movement, and learn when to push forward or fall back. If you enjoy games that demand focus and skill rather than casual run-and-gun gameplay, Cultic delivers exactly that. Overall, Cultic is an excellent example of how to modernize a classic genre without losing its identity. It is atmospheric, brutal, and deeply satisfying. It understands what made old-school shooters great, while refining those ideas for a modern audience. If you enjoy boomer shooters, horror-themed first-person shooters, or simply want a single-player experience that respects your time and skill, Cultic is absolutely worth checking out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.